So much I'd like to do.
Not shit, but shit.
But it's way too
That's what it sounded like.
Don't ask me to
But
go
it's from
out,
like a.
'cause I would rather not.
It's like from a
way too
kids movie or something.
A kids movie or is it like a Broadway thing? Because it sounds Broadway. And that would suit you.
I don't know, but it's cracking me up. It came on my playlist this morning, and I was like, "We have to hear this." I love this so much. Oh, so very, very much.
It's way too hot today. It's way too hot today. So drink a lemonade and lay in the shade, 'cause it's way too hot today. I said it's way too hot today.
See, like we already know the song without knowing the song.
Too hot
It must be Broadway.
It's because we're living it.
today.
It's because we're living it in this Texas weather today.
Too hot.
Way too hot. Now we're at church.
I know something. That's kind of like we're up and down the aisles.
Yes. Up and down the aisle
their
to
robes.
the lemonade store.
Nice. Oh, welcome to another edition. I'm going to say JOCO Vibes still, but starting tomorrow, we are actually NTX Vibes.
See, and in the thing, I said NTX JOCO Vibes. I was like,
That's good. Yeah, we're gonna.
I was telepathic.
we're gonna change that up and get it more focused towards all of NTX and not just JOCO. And if you'd like to be a part of our morning show, reach out to me because we have a studio in Fort Worth and we're actually looking for more hosts to actually join us.
Yes.
So email me at t.hurd@ntxradio.com if you are interested in joining our morning table. Can I have a tissue?
You bet.
I've got I don't know. I got it.
Well, you know that
allergies.
Saharan desert dust is in the air right now.
Is that what it is?
Yes, and everyone is being affected right now, major. I didn't realize how bad it. I had forgotten. I had seen the thing come across because, like, I know that this is a real thing. A lot of people don't believe me, but I know it is. And I've seen the reports, I've seen the studies, and I've watched all the videos. And literally, the Saharan desert, the dust blows across the ocean. And it even feeds
I believe you. I'm not looking at you like I don't believe you, just so you know.
And I want to say anemone, but I'm probably wrong. But it's like it feeds something in the ocean and oxygenizes some stuff there, like on the microbial side. I don't freaking know. But it reaches all the way up to North Texas. And I was coming down Renfro and I came up to the top of the hill, just past Stribling, and and you can see the big valley in front of you, and I could see the brown haze across, and I was like, "Frickin' Saharan desert dust! That's what's wrong with me."
Oh, and God, thanks for my coffee. That is really spectacular this morning.
Anytime, boo.
Did you homebrew that right from the Keurig?
Yep.
But really, it's delicious.
That Saharan desert dust gets me every single year. And here it is.
Have you have you Googled this?
Yeah, I mean, I even posted the article the other day.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
I have not really been paying attention to.
And every year people are like, whatever, that's not real. And I'm like, okay, well, it shows up on satellite imagery. So eat a Tootsie Roll.
I'd like to say that I'm off social media. I have been on social media much, but I've really kind of been in downtime. I'm going to go through reels, or I start on your story and then it goes to it flips to somebody else's story and then it flips to somebody else's story. And then I'm looking at reels and then I got to share shit. Cause I'm like, this is some funny stuff. And I've shared some really interesting news or interesting reels from some of my favorite doctors to my Facebook wall. So if we're friends on Facebook, you can go check it out. Actually, they're public because I make most of my stuff public because I have nothing to hide. You know
Hi,
what I mean?
Susie. We can't wait to have you on this week.
Yeah. Good morning. Oh man, I gotta. Oh yeah. That's Wednesday, right? She's coming Wednesday. I got to flip my
Hopefully
other.
she's coming on Wednesday.
I got to flip my other guest to Thursday, and I have to update her on that. But we're going to talk a little bit more about her here in just a moment. Anyway, so it's really interesting article. I should just play it, but she's a scientist and she teaches it. I can't think of her name. I gotta pull it up really quick. I mean, she's big on TikTok. If you follow any of that kind of stuff, there we go. Where is she? Here she is. Okay. Her name is Barbara O'Neill. So she's a scientist, she's a teacher, and this one is it's all about this cream called the Anna Wild Yam Cream.
Okay.
It sounds, I know you're looking at me like, what the hell are you talking about? So yam cream helps the body naturally produce progesterone.
Okay.
And progesterone is what naturally regulates your estrogen levels. Too high. It's like, so if you need more estrogen, your progesterone will produce the more estrogen. If you need less estrogen, the progesterone controls lowering your estrogen levels naturally. And you can do that instead of with hormone replacement therapy. You can actually do it with this Anna's Yam Cream. So Anna's Wild Yam Cream. So Barbara O'Neill, she talks to, I mean, she like literally breaks down on this board all the science of how this stuff works and everything else. She's a really amazing person. Look up Barbara O'Neill she talks a lot about women's hormones is really what her specialty is. So if you're into that kind of thing, like if you're a woman, get educated about your hormones because it's like so important.
Oh, right. I've seen her videos. I
Yeah.
just looked up her picture of her.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's like, cayenne pepper.
Yeah. She's got an accent.
She's Australian.
Yeah. And she's brilliant. Like she's just absolutely brilliant. So, and I like to learn from smart people because I'm not the smartest person in the room.
So you can also Google.
Yeah. Google
Saharan dust.
Oh, your Saharan dust thing. Okay.
Blah, blah, blah. It's lingers across U.S. states this week.
That's right out of Austin. Dusty skies ahead. First Saharan dust plume for Central Texas arrives.
Screen, but I don't know how.
You can. Okay, click it and I'll do it. No, click it and then I got to do it from here.
Which one did you like? That one 6 days ago, space.com or the Austin?
No, do the space one. That's cool. All right, let me drive.
Okay. Let you drive the bus.
So, when did you first learn about the Saharan dust outbreak?
Probably at least 3, maybe 4 years ago.
Okay. So I would say that a lot of people, when they think, they would probably confuse this right now and thinking that the Austin cedar is blowing in, but it's not.
Cedar yet.
Right. So, well, I can tell because I'm not dying.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'll typically just get completely stuffed up from it. It travels over 5,000 miles to reach the United States, and that's pretty incredible. No, I'm going to share it. Hang on.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to share it. I'm going to share it.
Share it, Tiffany. Share it. It's way too
gonna share it
today.
I'm so going to share it for you.
Okay.
Here we go.
God, I've missed this.
All right, here we go. I'll let you gotta kind of. All right, it travels over 5,000 miles when no, that's purchasing. I'm trying to sell you something. All right, from the late spring to early fall, the Saharan air layer, a large plume of super dry and very dusty air that originates over the Saharan desert in Africa, makes a trek more than the 5,000 miles across the Atlantic toward the United States. Wow, it sounds like all the immigrants coming over. These dust storms happen pretty frequently in the summer during the Saharan air layer's peak season. Every 3 to 5 days, pockets of dust come off these storms.
So much sense.
And can travel to different areas. This week, the mass of dust that began its journey about 2 weeks ago from Africa spread out across the Gulf Coast states, stretching from Florida to Texas, altering the local weather patterns.
Isn't that
Interesting,
cool?
people. It's a 2-mile thick layer, very thin as far as the grand scheme of the atmosphere, but that dry air can really affect the weather. The dry air can really suppress afternoon clouds and help cool things down, but you can still get storms popping in the late afternoon. Jason Dunyan says from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, also known as NOAA, Hurricane Program Field Director and a meteorologist, told Space.com it also can make for some of your hottest days when
Like
these dust
today.
outbreaks come overhead in places like Texas and Alabama. Boom.
It's way too hot today.
That's
Look.
oh,
it was like
shit,
starting
sorry.
to show like whoa.
Oh,
See, there it is. There
okay,
it
hold on.
is.
I'll go back to sharing. Hold no, don't do it. Don't do it. I got it. I'm
It's
just
a
trying to-
really cool illustration, guys. Like, you need to see this because nobody believes me. I'm like, no,
Who's
it's a real thing.
Who have you told about this that they don't believe you?
Many grown adults. I'm just
Really?
saying.
Okay, hang on. We got to wait for this to play through the little commercial.
Well, you know,
all the fishies in the
Los
Cabos.
Okay, here we go.
All
Here it is. Saharan dust plume. Aerosols tracked by satellite. I told you. Dun, dun, dun.
Eerie music.
Whoa. That's a really great illustration.
Oh, sorry. Why did it get rid of my sound?
I don't know.
I just was going to
Push
try and
play
make
on it.
Oh, it paused when I
it
went off.
didn't
I'm
like that.
sorry. I'm usually doing this from my computer, so
Creepy music too. How weird is that? It's so intense. I was gonna say my joke. I forgot I'm on the radio.
it's coming. The aerosol data is used to create air quality models. Very cool.
But like,
Plume has been nicknamed Godzilla due to its size and how far it has traveled, according to ESA. Godzilla is coming. See, Godzilla is real. Huh?
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good illustration. But
That
it
was
comes
cool.
all the way up North Texas and Alabama, as they just said. So
Yeah.
every 5 days, I guess. That's crazy.
Morning, Jared. Morning, Susie. Yeah, that's cool. Thanks for
Yeah.
sharing that.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, like, I
real science, man.
seriously have not been paying attention to much news. I'm like just trying, I mean, that's news, but it's like,
Sure.
it's different kind of news.
Right. Like who would have thought? That's why people don't believe me.
It's good news. I believe
Because I'm
you.
like, that's way too far away. It would never reach here. Okay.
Well, that's like saying hurricanes don't travel.
Exactly.
I think the only thing that doesn't last that far and that long is a tornado. Thank God.
Right.
Because that would be scary.
Right.
I mean, could you imagine a tornado traveling 5,000 miles?
I'm
How
ready.
big it would be?
I'm ready to watch Twisters.
Oh, the new one? Was that
Yeah.
coming out soon?
Yeah.
It's
I
just
don't
it's a
remember when, but-
remake, right?
Well,
Of the
yeah,
original?
I think, or it's like supposed to be number 2. I don't know, but it's Twisters instead of Twister.
I don't know. He's kind of sexy, so I'd watch it just because he's cute.
He's
Cute.
Who doesn't mind a little eye candy?
Right. I mean, let's be real. All right, we're going to go to commercial here in just a few seconds. And then we're going to come back and I'm going to talk to you about some really cool foodie stuff coming up in Fort Worth. I have recently met the owner of the Foodie Fort Worth Facebook group, which is
Cool.
has nearly 200,000 members. And they are getting ready to bring what they do in their online group to the public.
Wow.
Like to have interactive stuff. So I'm just going to talk about one thing that's coming up and just kind of
I'm
promo
excited
you
about the
for
rest of the
for
hour.
visiting me. Yeah. All
excited.
right. We'll be back after this break.
If you are trying to quit drinking or doing too many drugs, listen to me. You don't know me and we'll never meet. I had a problem like you once. I drank and used to party a little too much till it got out of control and almost ruined my life. I realized I needed help to fix my problem before it totally destroyed me. If you've tried to fix your drinking and drug problem and you know you can't do it alone, you need to call the National Treatment Advisors. They'll immerse you into a 30-day program to replace your old habits with new habits and totally change your life. And if you have PPO private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581.
Attention all business owners and creative minds. Do you need a unique and personalized touch for your products? Look no further than Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Romika Designs. We offer custom laser engraving services for a variety of products, including promotional items and corporate or personal gifts. With state-of-the-art equipment and a team of skilled designers, we can engrave intricate designs on virtually any material. Whether it's a special message, a company logo, or a custom design, Romika Laser Engraving will help you make your mark. And the best part, our prices are affordable and our turnaround time is quick.
I couldn't be happier with the work Romika Laser Engraving did for me. The engraving on my product was precise and exactly what I wanted.
So don't wait any longer to add a personal touch to your products. Call Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs today at 817-400-4040 or visit our website at romikadesigns.com. We look forward to helping you make your mark. JOCO Community Radio. Listen live at tunein.com.
NTX Radio, formerly JOCO Community Radio, is a member of EMG, a radio and podcast collective, proudly serving all of North Texas. We are live 365 on the TuneIn Radio Network and on our station app. Download it for free. Check out our lineup and more at ntxradio.com. We thank our valued partners in helping us amplify the voices of North Texas. Be sure to connect with Todd Hurd and Associates Attorneys at Law for your civil law needs at texasattorneylaw.com. Use code JOCO 2024 for 25% off your first order at thetiffy.com. Processing credit cards? Join the Swipe Nation today and save on processing fees at swipenationusa.com. Locally owned and operated. Are you ready to deliver the right message to the right people at the right time? Reach out to us at NTX Radio at t.hurd@ntxradio.com for advertising rates as low as $50 a month.
Gotta be able to make fun of your own shit. You know what I mean?
You know, used car salesmen are used car salesmen and they do well. And, you know, the Bacon air conditioning guy, he makes a bunch of money because he has his name Bacon. And the guy has his dog on the electric commercial guy. Like, you know, like they do it because it's effective.
Sure.
You
I like
gotta
it.
be silly.
It works. Come spend your money.
Makes them remember.
With us. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you haven't heard, it's like baseball mania here in the DFW area. Well, in Fort Worth, especially. It started over this weekend. They did the draft down in the stockyards, which was really cool. They had a great setup. And so I had some friends who actually I was down there on Saturday with my husband. We went down to pick up the ladder that goes to our library piece of furniture. We finally went and picked it up because they forgot to deliver it. And so we had dinner at H3 and, you know, just kind of walked around and shopped a little bit.
on Saturday for a bridal shower.
Were you?
Yeah, that was really awesome. Congratulations, Deborah Wakeland and
okay. I saw pictures.
Jay Hester.
I saw pictures that you posted.
Excited for the wedding to come.
So congratulations. Yesterday was the home run derby. I have not heard this yet. I haven't heard this yet. I'm gonna feel bad already because I am an artist and
sure I understand.
So
I 100% understand because I had the same thoughts and I was like, if you've ever been on stage for any amount of time, you know that you have screwed up something on stage.
Oh God, I have,
right? I mean,
It happened to me in Nashville during CMA Fest.
right.
I like had
we have all screwed up on stage.
I locked eyes with my uncle Dick. It's literally
What a
my uncle
dick.
Dick in the crowd, and it was one of those like, oh, my uncle's here, and I went blank, and I mean blank. I went into a raging stage fright moment.
No, Anthony, we're trying to get into it right now.
Yeah, hang on, I got it. A raging stage fright moment, and I literally had gibberish coming out of my mouth, and in the back of my brain, I'm going, "Get back to the words, Tiffany. Get back to the words." And I'm like, I'm trying to.
Words? What words?
I don't even know what was coming out of my mouth. It was insane. So I get it. I was mortified. Like I almost just stopped the song, but then I was like, okay, that could be worse too.
Right.
And
The show must
I was
go on.
probably like completely red in the face. Like it was, I mean, I'm glad it was like a smaller gig, which is how I ended up locking eyes, which is why I don't like
Right.
small gigs. I like bigger crowds because then you're just looking.
Yeah, you get lost
You're looking
in
right
the crowd. You don't
you're
see
looking over.
you don't see individual
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. And you really try not to.
And I have to say, so on the 4th of July, our friends Nick and Allison had a party, and Anthony was the DJ, and we were out there, and they wanted me to sing the national anthem, and I was like, okay, cool. Well, number one, they forgot to pull the mic up, and so like the mic was in another building, and so I was like, well, that's not gonna work. But then like Anthony was playing like da 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 da, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna be able to sing to that. So I was like.
I was trying to swallow my coffee.
I was like, nah, that's not gonna work. And they're like, Sarah, it's your turn. I was like, this ain't gonna work, So I'm like, I knew better than to like try to sing to that because that was
just like cut the song.
Yeah,
and
let me
sing
do
it
it
a
a cappella every time.
Yeah.
But anyway, but you have to hear this, Tiff.
Okay. All right. So
it starts out this way.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Right,
I mean, and not everybody might necessarily understand how bad it starts, but you and I listening to this know how poorly it starts from the beginning, and you're like, oh boy.
Okay, hang on. Let me pull.
I hope they're gonna actually.
Well, I can pull it up above that. All right, so it was sung by Ingrid Andress. National anthem performance, they say, at the Home Run Derby, called one of the worst renditions ever. And one social media user wrote, well, that was different. I'm sorry, Ingrid, because you're probably getting some serious shit over this. And she's such a cutie. And she's a 4-time
Grammy
nominee. So, and she's 32 years old, which I like to hear. Grammy nominated artist. I think it was like 4 times. And it was, viewers just said it was one of the worst. The national anthem ahead of the 2024 Home Run Derby on ESPN by 4-time Grammy nominated artist Ingrid Andress was interested, to say the least. We do not own the rights to this video or this recording, but we're going to play it so I can hear it.
Rise if you're able, and kindly remove caps for the presentation of our nation's colors by the Texas Department of Public Safety Honor
Wikipedia
Guard.
Page was updated instantly.
Oh, shit.
Oh boy.
Now to perform the national anthem.
Please
welcome 4-time Grammy-nominated country singer-songwriter Ingrid Andress.
My mom couldn't take it.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed by the twilight's last gleam?
She didn't know words.
She doesn't know the words.
Broad stripes
I think like she's singing the words, somebody singing them in her ear after, like she's trying to copy from those words. You know what I mean?
Or the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed.
He's like laughing so hard right there.
And the rockets' red glare,
Oh
the
my!
bombs bursting
Ooh.
in
I mean, it just hurts. It hurts.
gave proof through the night that our flag was still
You heard it in the crowd.
It hurt.
O'er the land of the free.
Oh my gosh. It hurt. I hurt for her. Like, I'm like, you got some really shitty advice
Oh
from
my
somebody.
gosh.
And you listened to them. Because I mean, I know
Wow.
that trick, you know, you're like, okay, it's too hot for me. So I'm gonna try and change how it sounds. And I'm go, hi, da 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 da. But no, you can't do that here. You needed to not sing it
Wow.
in that key, or
You see my face? I
it
feel
hurts.
I really feel
It-
bad for her.
I mean, can you
really
imagine?
do.
It's like Bridget Jones's Diary. I just feel like the whole time
That's
you just
like-
feel sick for that person the whole time. I'm like,
Wow.
oh my God.
Man. I don't know how, I mean, she'll recover from it, but
Was it your first time?
even my first time was spectacular. Wait. Are we singing? Oh.
My first time
I
was
sang
definitely
like an
better.
angel the
My
first
first
time.
time was better than that for sure. Oh my God.
Can I remember back that far? Yes, I do. Who doesn't remember their first time
I can't
singing the
believe-
national anthem?
yeah,
Of course,
that.
that's what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
So,
I mean, you know, it doesn't need to be Whitney Houston, whatever.
just don't overtry. She overtried, first of all.
right. It's the national anthem. It just needs respect.
So part of it too. I mean, if you've never sang the national anthem in a stadium, there is a heavy echo. So
Sure.
you have to get used to it. But she already had earbuds in.
But I mean, she's a performing artist.
yes,
Who sings a lot on stage.
yeah,
A lot.
yeah. That was
It's not like this is a first timer on a national
okay.
platform.
So here's what I would have liked to have seen.
Like a virgin.
Here's what I would have liked to have seen. I would have liked to have seen the baseball crowd jump in like they do
They
with the
should have
hockey,
been
like the
so
hockey fans,
loud
right? Like
and
help this girl,
compensated.
help this girl out. Come on, you know.
Like, it's our national anthem. Everybody sing. Everybody make her feel a part of this United States.
Well, I just think that's. I honestly think that's how it should be. Anything. That's the one thing I love about
Sure.
how Canadian fans of a hockey,
They all
hockey,
sing the
they
song,
all
yeah.
sing it now. Like they were louder than Alanis Morissette, and Alanis Morissette couldn't keep up with them, but she still sounded fantastic, right?
DJ T Drama. After listening to that, I think I will now be singing my own version at 8:59 on Friday nights.
I love it. Well, prayers for Ingrid, because
Bless her.
I'm sure that this is tearing her up.
Oh my God. Like, I would not get out of bed for a week. I would be crawling underneath the biggest rock I could
just want to
find
know if her
that were
manager,
me.
like in any other job, right? Like your
Right.
manager is going to sit down and go, listen, Tiffany, you said some really effed up shit on the radio yesterday, and I think we need to review it. Like, let's watch the
just
footage.
replay that.
Let's watch the footage and go over what you said and go, hey,
Step by step.
don't say that kind of stuff again. Like, that's wrong. Too many F-bombs, okay? You had 15 F-bombs in there,
Well,
and
that's what
I thought we capped you at 5. Like,
that
what,
was
you know?
my thing. I was like, where was her friend saying maybe you shouldn't pick up the microphone tonight?
I'm going to go with, was she drinking before she got nervous? Somebody gave her a couple of shots.
I think it sounds like she was ill prepared.
Yeah, or it just, she got out there and that's intimidating.
Sure.
It is intimidating to do
Sure.
it, but you gotta, if you have to close your eyes, you just close your eyes and you forget where you are and you
Right.
sing the damn song.
Yep.
And that's it. I mean, she's not the first. I mean, I've seen someone
No.
completely butcher it during
Well, I mean, Fergie.
an NHL game. Yeah, Fergie didn't do so well at
No.
it. Did she oversing it? What was she oversinging?
It was,
I try to remember who.
Oh, yeah, like she was trying way too hard and it did not work.
Like when you're doing the national anthem, you don't
Like she was really trying to put a different rendition on it.
Yeah, you just can't do that. The song is the song. Sing it because the crowd wants to sing with you. First of
Yeah.
all, don't change the key. I mean, you could change the key, but
But don't change the, what is it?
the notes or the inflections and go over
And
the
how long you hold it.
give your like a long ass run on it, and everybody else in the crowd's like lost their breath and they're like, is this gonna stop? Are you gonna let go of that note? It's been 3 minutes, like
Nobody
let's
has
move
lungs
forward.
that big.
So I just kind of wonder like what this conversation was like afterwards with her manager, and probably her parents
Oh,
were
God.
there, and like, dude, did
I
you-
would have been throwing up.
let's put in the earbuds.
I'm
and
not saying that I couldn't have bombed it that bad, because I mean, anything's possible. I definitely could have. Anything is possible. I'm definitely not perfect.
you know what it
And I'm
comes down
like,
to it. If you're
I would have been puking.
if you're like incredibly nervous or you're just afraid, just sing it as natural as you possibly can.
Right.
Oh, say, can you see?
Just like you're in elementary
by
school.
the dawn, right? Like just
Just
go,
sing it.
Just go mellow.
Just straight.
You don't have to change it, right?
Just like you're in elementary school.
And
with
that
everybody else.
just saves you. Like, don't try and do it different. Like, she
Just-
sounded like this. Hi, the dawn's early.
I would love to hear
light.
Jason's input on this.
I know. Where are you, Jason? Oh, he's out of town.
Yeah.
He's out of town. So anyway, all right, Ingrid, God bless you, girl. I hope you get through this okay, because man, people can be super brutal, and you f up sometimes, and you just got to move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Buck up, Buttercup.
maybe
Chin up. Oh, gal. You're only 32. You got plenty more of life in front of you.
Desi said, I know awesome folks that could re-sing it for everyone to forget it. Tiffany Her, Bronson Lewis. Yes, I could sing it and everybody forget, but I don't want to do that right now. Like,
Yeah.
I got my morning voice going on yet,
Yeah. That's what Saharan Desert does.
smoky smoker's voice, although I don't smoke.
But I'm like, yeah, this is why whenever I
Mhm.
heard there was no microphone at the party and there was, Anthony DJ T drama going, da, 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 I was like, I will not. Nope, I am not doing that.
You know
Go
what we
ahead and
could
play
do?
that, but I'm not going to sing to that.
We could,
and that's okay.
After the show today, we could prepare a version of it together,
Let's do that.
right? In harmony, and sing it tomorrow morning.
Dun, dun, dun.
Or we could record it and just, post it up as a reel and be like, hey, listen, we got you guys at the home run derby. Hey,
For all
I think
your
I did both
replay
sides.
needs.
Did I do both sides? I think I did. I can go,
I'm like, where's the horse?
well, I can go on the left side, but I can't do it on my right side. I look retarded.
But you just did it, and then now you can't do it because you thought about it. That's what
See?
happened. She thought about singing the national anthem instead of just singing it.
Right.
Don't
She was
think,
overthinking
just
it.
do.
Just do it. I mean,
Nike.
yeah. Practice the words and sing it like you sang it,
In the shower.
or every day. No, it wasn't every day at school. We did the Pledge of Allegiance, right? All right. Hey, let's talk about position. So, shall we? It's not what you think. It's the word of the week.
I'm in.
Okay. It's not like what's your
By
favorite
Clear
position.
Cherry Reeves.
It's not like what's your favorite position, but it could be, right? By Clear Cherry Reeves. How one word a week will transform your life. We've not done this in a while because I haven't been here. And this week's word is position. He picked up 5 smooth stones from a stream and put them into his shepherd's bag. Then, armed only with his shepherd's staff and sling, he started across the valley to fight the Philistine. 1 Samuel 17:40. And the focus tip is this week, pay attention to where God has placed you in your workplace, your family, your community, at the ballpark, singing the national anthem. Wait, I'm sorry. Think through the many reasons he put you in this exact position. Look at your surroundings. Your position is not an accident.
And I love that because David, that I was told a lot, that God doesn't call the equipped, he equips the called. And David already had the call on his life, and God equipped him to defeat the Philistine.
Yep.
And that's like, I just freaking love that.
You're
And
always
he's like, he puts you in some place and you may not think that you're ready. You may not believe that you're ready, but then whenever push comes to shove and the giant's there, all of a sudden you have recall and God shows you how to do it. And you don't think, you just do.
Right. You're always right where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
I mean, like literally. I mean, and that means like in a place, even if it means you're in a shitty place for a little bit, there's a reason for it. Like there's a purpose behind it.
I gotta watch
So
this.
you gotta
I
find
watched
it.
this preacher the other day talking about, like my human wife knew, and she said, you need to be at the doctor's office at 9. And I got there at 9:20, 9:30, and they can't find my appointment. I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry, I'm late. And they said, well, let's just, look up your name. And they're like, well, yeah, your appointment's at 10. And he said, my human wife gave me grace and factored in my humanness
And lied to me.
and put me on the docket for 10, but told me I needed to be there at 9. And he's like, so I didn't miss my appointment. He said, don't think that God isn't doing the same thing for you.
Okay, so
He knows that you're human.
So a funny thing, because I'm human and am rarely on time. So I try, people. I try so hard. And I mean, I'm 51 years old, and I mean, I'm still trying. I'm not saying it doesn't happen all the time. I mean, I'm way better than I used to be. I mean, like way, way better. But every time I book my chiropractor appointment, okay, and I've been going there for.
It is 2 minutes away.
It is 2 minutes away. No, and I'm on time. But there's been times when I haven't been here and I've been home, or I've just literally forgot like about it. But I get a 2-hour appointment reminder, right? So Jason, God love him, the chiropractor's husband who like runs the office, right? He's like, all right, yeah, I have a 10:15 available for you. I was like, okay, great. That's perfect. And I just let it go now, right? Like I never say anything because he's telling me 15 minutes early all the time. And I know that when I get the 2-hour reminder automatic text that I get, it's going to say 10:30.
See, and
I
for me,
feel
it's
like
the
going in
first
there and
number.
going I'm like, you'd realize that my reminder pops up and tells me 10:30, like he tells me the real time. So your psychological trick isn't working with me.
But it is because like it's like the first number I hear is what I'm going to go with every time. And like I hear that number and I'm like, okay. And then it doesn't matter. I won't read the number that is sent to me.
You just look at the 10. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. But I typically do
my daughter has figured that trick out with me for sure.
I work out. I work very hard at not missing my chiropractor appointments because that is like a huge part of my wellness. So also, I want to say, I got to tell you something else that I started doing. Okay, so we know I have a shake plate here. It's under my desk, so I'll even just sit and let my legs, kind of jiggle. They're jiggling, baby. Or I'll go to stand position with my desk and do my 10 minutes. It's a little more difficult to stand and do it while you're on the computer because you're like moving.
It's hard to read the words on the screen.
It is, but it's so good for you. So Tatiana Miller, who hosts the show on Tuesdays at 1:00 called How to Be a Human, had her husband on as her guest, who is a physiologist. They're both just absolutely brain,
wicked smart.
Yeah, wicked smart. Absolutely. And so he was going through, he was her guest a couple of weeks ago, and he was going through his morning routine. She was kind of like not making fun of him, but like he's got a staunch, hardcore routine every morning, and this is how he does it. And so he says what it is, and he gets up and he gets on his shake plates. The first thing he does. So the shake plates are great for lymphatic draining, but it also wakes your muscles up and gets them rocking and rolling. So he does that before he does anything else in the morning. He does the shake plate for 10 minutes, and then he drinks a whole glass of water, and then he drinks his coffee, and like boom, boom, boom. And not every day of the week, but some days I think he does it like 3 days a week. He then gets into his cold plunge bath. So I don't cold plunge, but I do whole body cryotherapy. Like I don't know if I want to sit in the water, but I'm just used to doing the 3-minute cryo. Then I'm good with that. So I shake every morning now. I make sure that is the first thing that I do when I get up. So even though I'm like, oh, damn, I want to make that cup of coffee, I get on the shake plate and I go for 15 minutes, and then I feel a little sick to my stomach because I'm like, it just moved everything inside, my gut and everything else. And so I've been doing that, and I just want to say, get a shake plate. It's really, really, really good for you, and it's a great thing to do first thing in the morning to just kind of wake up your muscles and get them moving. And if you didn't know you had certain things jiggling, it's up.
You didn't know certain things were loose. but
Yeah.
now you know.
Now you know because you can feel it, but it does actually work your muscles out.
Yeah.
And so my booty was a little sore last night, and I was like, "Why am I sore?" But
you know why I'm sore?
well, I worked out in the pool. Like I did my leg workout and an arm workout in my pool the day before. And let me tell you, I was like riding the bicycle in the pool, like the air bicycle, and I was seeing skin move. That I was like, has that always done that? I'm like, because I don't like that. I got to tighten up. So tomorrow morning we'll have Adam, the fat loss coach, on with us, and I got to talk to him about updating my workout plan because I really want to get hardcore with my weight workout so I can just really get because I'm losing weight and I need to get my muscles built back up so I don't lose all my muscles.
So one, I was going to say why I'm sore is number one, because of Saturday night, they had little Troy in Old Town at the lumberyard. I want to be a bala shot kala. So, and then they had this 90s throwback band, Topanga, that they were freaking awesome. Can't wait to have them back again. And so my quads are extremely sore. And then
are you getting low?
Well, everything.
Okay.
And then last Monday, we had the trial run for the Mechanical Bull Mondays at the Spice Rack.
Okay, so I heard you talking about that.
Yeah. And so, which we had Jimmy Fricks on last week. And that was phenomenal. Him and his buddy Trey King. And like my quads are sore from dancing. My inner thighs, my hip adductors are still sore from last Monday. And I still have bruises on my inner thighs from holding on to that bull with my thighs.
Okay. Hey, it's a good.
And so it makes
good
me
muscles
think of
to work out
because position, the word position, because like God elevates you and he uses where you're at to get his purpose taken care of, to make his plan work. And like Jimmy's using his position, his tools that God gave him or that he has in his life, God's using that to further the kingdom and save souls and develop young men. And man, it's just super cool because that's what he does. That's what God does. And I'm excited about that.
I love it. Same thing for me. Met an amazing woman who had been introduced to me, and then I got to actually meet her in person on Saturday when I was at the Fort Worth studio location, Connie Bally, and she's the founder of the Fort Worth Foodies group on Facebook. Go join that group. There's over almost 200,000. She's absolutely amazing, and so she's going to join us on Thursday morning if she's still available because we kind of double booked tomorrow. But there's some in-person events coming up with awesome sponsorship opportunities. I'm going to post about it on our Facebook page so you can jump on this opportunity. It's going to be pretty great. Have an amazing day. God bless. Be kind. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Stay cool.
To Venus and Grandview to Godly. This is the voice of Johnson County, JOCO Community Radio.
Hey travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then